Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the May Zoom meeting. I'm sure we're all very much looking forward to hearing how EuroPhilEx is getting on and all getting excited with just a year to go at the prospect. So I think with that, really, it's over to John.
Thank you, Simon. Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. The purpose of today, with exactly 1 year to the day to go until EuroPhilEx Birmingham 2025 opens, is to try and tell you everything about every aspect of it as it stands at the moment. So everyone that's got involved, booked a stand, become a sponsor or anything like that should be covered by today's Zoom presentation. So on the first slide here, we have our logo, which clearly is meant to be a numeral postmark, and that's what will appear on all of our marketing. So EuroPhilEx is held in Hall 9 of the National Exhibition Centre, which is Solihull near Birmingham in England. It's the largest exhibition centre in the British Isles. It's Britain's premier exhibition venue, located right in the heart of England and easy to get to from many British cities. It has 18 massive exhibition halls. EuroPhilEx is in Hall 9, but altogether they have 182,000 square metres of space. It's the location of several of the largest exhibitions in Britain. So, for instance, they have Crufts Dog Show, the International Spring Fair, which is Britain's largest exhibition, the BBC Good Food Show. There's around 125 exhibitions a year involving 34,000 companies exhibiting and 2.4 million visitors a year. It's located next to Birmingham International Airport. There's a monorail from the airport directly into the exhibition hall, and it's a 90-second trip every 2 minutes. There are flights to Birmingham Airport from 126 airports, including Barcelona, Berlin, Budapest, Copenhagen, Dublin, Edinburgh, Frankfurt, Geneva, Istanbul, Krakow, Lyon, Madrid, Milan, Munich, Naples, Nice, Orlando, Paris, Pisa, Prague, Rome, Turin, Vienna, and Zurich. So for our European visitors, it's very easy to get to. It's also immediately next to Birmingham International train station with connections to all parts of the UK. It's close to several motorway junctions for people that are driving there, notably the M42, A45, the A452, and it's close to the M6. It has 16,500 car parking spaces. There are courtesy buses from all of the car parks. Now, there is a charge for using the car parks, unless, of course, you're a dealer or a helper where we provide free spaces for. But to put it into perspective, it's a tiny fraction of the cost of parking, for instance, at the BDC, where there's only about 120 parking spaces. There's excellent Wi-Fi throughout the building and good lighting. A choice of in-house catering outlets, including a restaurant and cafeteria actually in the hall. There's a pub in the adjoining atrium. It's ground floor throughout for anyone with mobility problems. And there are on-site hotels, restaurants, cinemas, and entertainment. So for those of you who don't know the UK, there's Birmingham. The Scottish border is somewhere between Newcastle and Glasgow. So you can see it's more or less in the centre of England. The exhibition itself. The exhibition has FIPA patronage with FIP recognition. So marks awarded will be recognised for all future FIP exhibitions. We have up to 2,000 frames for all FIP classes except youth. There's a literature class with a reading area, and that's organised by the AIJP. We have 6,500 square metres of exhibition and trader floor space. All exhibits will receive a medal, even single frame exhibits. The norm at most international exhibitions now is that limited scope exhibits, 1, 2 or 3 frames, or literature tend not to get medals, but this one they will. We have commissioners appointed for 31 FIPA countries. We also accept entries from outside Europe from exhibitors who are members of societies that are affiliated to FIPA national organisations. So, for instance, any Royal Philatelic Society member worldwide can enter, any GBPS member, and quite frankly, any member of most specialised societies in most European countries. There are 7 dedicated commissioners for countries outside of Europe. The frame fees are £95 or £120 for a single frame entry, £40 for literature. There are no additional national handling charges for UK exhibits. Of course, I can't speak for other countries, but normally in the UK, there's a £30 per frame handling charge on top of the frame fee. That won't apply to this exhibition. So, entry deadline and do you need to qualify? EuroPhilEx and Uruguay 2025 are the only full international exhibitions between Hafnia in October 2024 and Boston in May 2026. The deadline for EuroPhilEx entries is the 1st of August this year. Exhibits must have at least 75 marks at a national exhibition before they can enter this or any other international. The last opportunity to qualify an exhibit in the UK is on the 19th and 20th of July at the York Racecourse Exhibition and Bourse. In turn, the last entry for York is the 31st of May 2024, less than a month away. You can enter that through the ABPS website. So if any UK entrants are thinking of entering but haven't yet qualified their exhibit, it's important that you book for York, get your entry qualified so that you can then enter it for EuroPhilEx. Other participating countries will have their own national exhibitions, but they need to check the dates and bear in mind that some of them may be imminent. How to enter? Our entries are through an online entry form. Go to the website, there it is there, EuroPhilEx2025.co.uk. It is very quick and easy to complete. It's largely a box ticking exercise. There's a separate form for literature entries. As mentioned, the entry deadline is the 1st of August 2024, but importantly, you can enter now. And we encourage people to enter now. As you've just seen, we're up to 460 entries already with 3 months to go. So I was told by Lars Engelbrecht last night that was about where Hafnia were 3 months before their closing deadline. And of course, they were substantially oversubscribed come the day. So do get your bookings in soon. Your introductory page and synopsis can be sent by email. They can be added or altered up until the 1st of February 2025, but we would like some sort of an introductory page sometime before the entry deadline. National commissioners will be notified of which exhibits have been accepted around the 1st of October. The special awards that are going to be given out to entries. Well, there'll be medals and certificates for all entries, including, as I mentioned, the narrow theme exhibits. The special medals this time for gold and large gold awards. The FIPA Grand Prix class, the Grand Prix National, Grand Prix International will receive Objet d'Art sponsored by the Global Philatelic Network. There are special prizes from participating philatelic organisations, and the RPSL medal, exhibition medal will be awarded. Now, at the Royal, we have a large box, well, several large boxes full of medals that, full of trophies that hadn't been presented in years. And we've decided to resurrect these. So the BPE Silver Bowl Trophy will be presented for traditional class, the Silver Post Box for Postal History class, the Silver Globe for Aerophilately and Astro, the BPE Silver Salver for the Revenue class, Postal Stationery Society Cup for the Postal Stationery class, Stamp Magazine Trophy for Thematics, Stanley Gibbons Trophy for Open class, the Postman's Truncheon for Picture Postcards and Maxi, and the Albert H. Harris Pen Tray for Literature. Now, when I say presented, this is a bit like the British Silver Stagecoach Award. If the recipient is there, we will take a photograph of them being presented. They get to keep the photograph, but unfortunately they don't take the trophy home. If they're not there, we'll send them a photo of the trophy. Okay, exhibition attractions. The National Philatelic Society Court of Honour is going to feature the 1856 1-cent magenta British Guiana. There will be a lot more Court of Honour attractions announced in September. Society meeting rooms are available, offering 53 sessions. 25 of those sessions are already booked. So if you have a society that wants to meet there, please do make a booking. There will be a different free souvenir sheet every day of the exhibition, a different cancel every day. Cavendish Auctions are holding an auction on Sunday. There's plenty of seating and in-hall restaurant and cafe. A lot of collectors, as we're all aware, are getting to an age where they like to have a sit down once in a while. I assure you there will be plenty of seats to do that with. There's a VIP club. The RDP ceremony and reception will be held in conjunction with the event. The Philatelic Congress of Great Britain is being held there on Saturday, and the FIPA Congress on Sunday. The dealers' bourse have almost limitless space for dealers. If we use our 6,500 square feet, we can just keep expanding into adjacent space. There are shell scheme and trestle table stands available, and most of the stands have seatings for customers at it, so you'll be able to sit down and look through the stock. 36 trade stands are currently booked, and that's for a total of 42 dealers. 6 of the trade stands are occupied by 2 stand holders. Discount prices are still available on stand reservations if they're received by the 30th of June. There's free parking for dealers and direct level unloading into the hall. Easy stand payments by instalments available, and no payment is required yet. I'm not going to read them all out, but there's a list of the dealers that and stand holders that are booked in currently. Society meetings and sponsorship. There are society meeting rooms available every day. We do 3 sessions a day, 11 AM to 1 PM, 1 until 3, 3 until 5. Multiple slots can be booked. The rental charge is £100 plus VAT for rooms seating up to 20, £150 plus VAT for rooms seating up to 40. There is a larger prestige room at £500 per session or £1,200 a day. Rooms will be equipped with 8 display frames, each taking 16 sheets, tables and chairs. Open spaces are available for public presentations at £100 per session, and they're equipped with a sound system, tables and chairs. Societies can sponsor exhibition class banners. These are banners that go up at the start of the frames for each of the different classes. Societies can sponsor frame headers at £3 per frame. And there's an open day for societies on the Thursday with tables available at £20 plus VAT. So society meetings currently, we have the GBPS, Great Britain Philatelic Society, the Royal Philatelic Society London, Society of Postal Historians, East Africa Study Circle, Channel Islands Specialist Society, GB Overprint Society, British Airmail Society, British Thematic Association, New Zealand Society of GB, the Austrian Philatelic Society, the Falkland Islands Study Group, the Perfin Society, Pacific Islands Study Group, Revenue Society, Malta Study Circle, Birmingham Philatelic Society, and Egypt Study Circle. So say just under half of the meeting rooms are booked, so hopefully by the day we'll have doubled the number of meetings there. For the Society Day, we have tables booked by the Postal History Society, East African Study Circle, Austrian Philatelic Society, GB Overprint Society, Falkland Islands Philatelic Study Group, New Zealand Society of Great Britain, Birmingham Philatelic Society, the Perfin Society, Postal Stationery Society, Faroe Islands Study Group, West Africa Study Circle, Study Group of Collectors of German Colonial Stamps, the Canadian Philatelic Society of Great Britain, Forces Postal History Society, and the latter is also sponsoring 50 of the individual frame headers. Excuse me. Exhibition class banners. So far, the traditional class banner has been sponsored by the Royal, the Postal History class one by Society of Postal Historians, the Revenue class banner by the Revenue Society, and two are pending at the moment, Airmail class, which we think will be the British Airmail Society, and the Postal Stationery class, which we think will be the Postal Stationery Society. This, of course, leaves a number of classes to go, notably the thematic class, and that must be an obvious one for the British Thematic Association, if anyone from that is listening, and picture postcards, Maxi and Astro. So if your society or any individuals want to sponsor a banner, please do get in touch. We've had a number of extremely generous sponsors. In the past, exhibitions were largely funded by a donation or sponsorship from the Post Office. But increasingly, post offices, not just the British Post Office, but worldwide, are tightening their belts and not doing that anymore. So we've had to go to private individuals, trusts and companies. And as you can see, we have an anonymous frame manufacturer sponsor, but printed matter and signage sponsored by Joseph Hackney RDP, medals by Danny Wong and Over Auctions, paper patronage and FIP recognition by Joseph Hackney again, customs clearance by the APPS, the Palmares dinner by the Global Philatelic Network, the Court of Honour by the National Philatelic Society, Society meeting rooms by the Philatelic Fund, Literature Reading Lounge by the Stuart Rossiter Trust, the Youth Philately Area by the Spear Trust, Grand Prix prizes by the Global Philatelic Network, exhibit envelopes and frame headers for exhibits by Spink, the exhibition brochure by Stamp Collecting Magazine, the Palmares brochure by the Global Philatelic Network, lapel pins and official bags by Anna Lee, and volunteers refreshments by Cavendish Philatelic Auctions. Thank you for all of those for being so generous. But we still have some sponsorship opportunities. This is where you can get your checkbooks out. We're looking for the main event sponsor, 70,000. If that sounds a lot, I should mention that some of our sponsors have already paid more than that. Hire of the exhibition floor space, 60,000. Publicity and promotion budget, 50. The hotel sponsor, 40. Judges and commissioners, 30. Hospitality and excursions, 20. Transportation at 10. Opening night reception at 8. Opening ceremony at 6. Souvenir sheets at 4. Ties and t-shirts at 2. Or sponsor a public seating area for £1,000. I hope some of you will take those up. We also offer patronage. Large gold patrons, the top level, we request a donation of £3,750. For that, they get 4 VIP lounge passes. Each pass, by the way, can bring in a guest as well, so that's 8 people that can come in. 4 early admission passes, 4 priority opening ceremony and 4 Court of Honour passes, 2 patrons lunch invites, 2 Palmares tickets, 2 sightseeing trip tickets, Palmares table naming, special medal, bag, tie, will publicise their name and more. Gold patrons are £1,250, 2 VIP lounge passes, that gets in 4 people, 2 early admission tickets, 2 priority opening ceremony and court of honour passes, a patron's lunch invite, Palmares ticket, sightseeing ticket, special medal, bag, tie, name publicised, limited edition souvenir sheets and more. A patron, £500, 1 VIP lounge pass, still can bring in a guest, early admission pass, priority opening ceremony and court of honour pass, bag, tie, name publicised, limited edition souvenir sheet and more. Or you can be a supporter for £125, getting your name in the catalogue and on the website, limited edition souvenir sheets, exhibition catalogue and newsletter. Please do consider if you'd like to join the sponsors. So far, we're pleased to announce that we have large gold sponsors of Adriano Bergamini and the Philatelic Fund, gold sponsors Peter Coburn, patrons Jan Berg, Jakob Cherketi, Derek Connell, John Davis, Bill Headley, David Fellman Auctions, Richard Wheatley and Yvonne Wheatley, and a supporter, Paul Latham Ward. Thank you to all of you for your generosity. More patrons are welcome. You can go to the website, EuroPhilEx2025.co.uk, and there's a page there where you can sign up. Advertising and souvenir sheets. Well, we're going to be giving away 12 free monthly souvenir sheets. That's 12 different ones, of course, in stamp collecting magazines, starting with the first 2 free sheets in the June 24 issue, which is out mid-May. There will be extensive advertising in UK society journals, adverts in all leading UK philatelic magazines and websites, extensive editorial to philatelic magazines and organisations worldwide, lapel pins, flyers, social media, t-shirts, ties, etc. And we are now distributing lapel pins, so if you get one for us that you do, please wear it. Hotels. We can announce our official event hotel is the Arden Hotel and Leisure Club. This is where the organisers, commissioners, judges and helpers will be staying. We've negotiated a special rate package there of £129 for a single room or £143 for a double or twin. That includes a cooked breakfast, use of the leisure club, which is a pool, gymnasium, they have a sauna and a jacuzzi and things like that, and importantly, free parking. Now, this is literally a 5-minute walk from the front door of the NEC. It's no distance at all. So the free parking could actually be well worthwhile. Booking details for this are on the EuroPhilEx website, along with a particular pass code that you need to get the discount rate. If you choose to book just through one of the many hotel booking websites, you won't get the discount rate, so you must get that passcode first. There are lots of other hotels on site at various prices. As you can see, Crown Plaza, Hilton, Moxie, Genting Hotel, Holiday Inn, Premier Inn, Travel Lodge, Ibis, Novotel. But they're the ones on site. Immediately around the site and in Birmingham itself, there's a huge range of hotels at all prices. And bear in mind, Birmingham is literally only a 10-minute train ride away. So we'd like to encourage some of you, particularly the people coming in from overseas, to make this a holiday. Don't just go to the exhibition, particularly if you're bringing a spouse with you or a friend that's maybe not interested in philately. So there's a lot of other things you can do, and we just want to run through some of those with you. At the same time as we're in Hall 9, there is a James Bond exhibition in Hall 12. On site is the Bear Grylls World of Adventure. For anyone from abroad who doesn't know who Bear Grylls is, well, the picture on the top right shows it. You can do indoor skydiving, archery, all sorts of sports and daredevil activities there. There's a big screen action at the Cineworld Cinema, bowling at the Hollywood Bowl, the Vortex Video Arcade, escape rooms if you're into that, escape hunt, restaurants, bars, pubs, the Resort World Casino if you've got money to waste, spas, shopping, and the National Motorcycle Museum. They're all on site. Also on site is the World Resort Arena. This is a music and comedy concert venue. There will be evening concerts some nights during the exhibition. More are yet to be announced, but on Tuesday, the 6th of May, is the rock band 21 Pilots, and on Saturday, the 10th of May, is the popular, I was going to say British Canadian, but comedian, but she's actually Canadian, Catherine Ryan. Before that, if you want to go there on the 29th of November this year, you can see my daughter, Charlie XCX, perform. That's her in the pink. Things you can do in Birmingham. There's Cadbury World for chocolate lovers. Peaky Blinders tour. Anyone from abroad that hasn't heard of it, it's a nostalgic TV series set after the First World War and based in Birmingham. They're quite keen on football in Birmingham, and Aston Villa Football Club do a tour. Edgbaston Cricket Ground does a tour. There are several Michelin star restaurants. The Sturchley Beer Mile, which, like it says, is a mile of pubs. Botanical gardens, museums and art galleries, several of those. Theatre, ballet, symphony hall, the Black Country Living Museum. Going a little bit wider, things to do in the West Midlands. At Stratford-on-Avon, which is Shakespeare country, the Shakespeare's birthplace, Anne Hathaway's cottage, the National Shakespeare Theatre, and several other things. There are 2 steam railways in the locality, Stratford Barn and Chasewater. Medieval castles, Warwick and Kenilworth. Alton Towers Theme Park, the Royal Air Force Museum, the Legoland Discovery Centre, the Coventry Transport Museum, Biddulph Grange Gardens, and lots of other National Trust properties and gardens besides that. The National Sea Life Centre, separate museums for Royal Worcester and Wedgwood China, and the cathedrals of Birmingham, Worcester and Coventry. Volunteers and helpers. Your help is needed, particularly at the exhibition. We need people to get the exhibits in and out of the frames, welcoming and helping the commissioners and judges, meeting and greeting at airports, manning the information desk, setting up and breaking down, problem solving. If you feel that you might be able to help us, as I say, particularly at the exhibition, then go to the website, EuroPhilEx2025.co.uk, and there's a page there where you can sign up. Well, in summary, EuroPhilEx Birmingham 2025 is on from Wednesday the 7th to Sunday the 11th of May 2025. So that opens 1 year from today. It's at the National Exhibition Centre, Birmingham. The entry deadline for exhibits is the 1st of August this year. It is the only European international exhibition in 2025. Please don't miss it. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
John, I mean, you put in a huge amount of work to get the exhibition to the stage it is. And I think we all owe you a huge vote of thanks for doing that, as well as a vote of thanks for this afternoon's presentation. And I hope everybody thinks it is now coming together. So I think it's a real milestone with a year to go. The entries are coming in, the dealers are signing up, and the cash flow is not so bad that you're having to ask everybody for the money up front. So that's definitely one good sign. So thank you very much. I think Mike has a certificate for you. So John, thank you. You will get your physical copy, I suspect, if you're in at the Royal next Thursday.
Okay, thanks a lot. I'll be there.